What's up, bullish friends? Hope you guys are doing well out there today. And today I want to talk about Beefy Finance, which Beefy Finance is basically a multi-chain yield optimizer, as you can see on the screen. And what this allows you to do, it allows you to invest in different tokens and different strategies, they call them, and invest in these vaults that earn you in a really nice APY in many cases. And let me just show you how this works. If you go and you launch the app, you're able to connect your wallet. Now, I'm not going to do this right now, but you can connect your wallet to this. And then you can invest into these various different vaults that use these various different strategies. And all the strategies are done behind the scenes. And they're done like for you, like auto compounding. So you can gain a daily or a yearly APY. And let me show you how you can sort this. So you can sort it by chain if you want a certain specific chain. Okay, like if you wanted to if you're only interested in Polygon or Avalanche, okay, or BNB, whatever you're interested, you can go into any of these chains. We're just going to leave it at all right now. You can invest in single assets or LPs. Now the LPs have multiple tokens that you get into. And the singles are just single tokens that you basically buy, put it and stake them into these vaults, and you earn your APY. And you can see your APYs right here. Now, all the different various strategies that are on here and different various vaults that are on here will have different APYs. As you can see, this one has a 420 APY, where this one has a 74% APY, and this one here has a 3.81% APY. Now, you can obviously, I personally would not get into anything that's a super low APY, because I'm at that point, I may as well just like buy and stake something like Alchemy ADS, because I'm already familiar with that, and it earns like a 10, 11% APY. So that to me makes more sense. And what I'm looking for mainly on here are some of these mid-range, like 40, 50% APYs that have a high safety score. And I'm going to cover the safety score in just a moment, because I think this is one of the things that I think makes this platform so intriguing to me, that they cover the safety score over here. And you can see all the transparent details for getting into one of these vaults. Okay. Now, the other thing you can sort by over here is you can actually just go through and select if you want to look at APY, if you want safety, or if you want amount deposited. They have the daily return, the daily APY, basically they cover here if you want to see what it returns daily. Okay. So what I'm going to look for here, though, I want APY. And then we can basically see these all broken down via APY. Oh, the one thing I will cover too, I forgot to mention this, but on these LPs, if you get into these and there's multiple tokens, you will end up dealing with something called impermanent loss. And it's basically if there's a large disparity between the tokens that you're investing in here, like one goes up $1,000 and the other one goes down a couple $100 or something like that. There's a large disparity between the two tokens, and you could end up losing money that way. And the large APYs tend to help make up for that, but it's not always perfect, and there's more risk involved when you have multiple tokens because of the impermanent loss. So I personally like to get into more of the single assets for that reason, because it helps prevent that. But these higher APYs, some of you like some of the riskier plays, and you can jump into some of these. Like this one here has a 6,256% APY, but it has a lower safety rating. Now let me break down the safety rating for you here. So if you were to click the safety rating, it will, and you scroll down all the way to here, it will basically tell you what the safety score is and why they're scoring it that way. You can see the ones with the green are good. The ones with, they have like a yellow or a red. The red is obviously bad. And so like on this one, if we highlight it, when you provide liquidity for a token pair like ETH and BNB, the two assets usually diverge in price over time to some extent. BNB might drop 30%, while ETH rises 30%. Even in this balanced case, significant value would be lost compared to with having held ETH and BNB on their own, and the assets in this vault are at significant risk of such divergence and permanent loss. Okay, so it explains what I was just telling you about right there. So this has a higher chance of that, again, rather than just going into a single token where there's not a chance of that. And then on this small market capitalization, high volatility asset, you again highlight it, it breaks it down for you. The market capitalization of an asset affects its riskiness. The lower the capitalization, the higher its volatility and worse its liquidity. The assets held in this vault have a small capitalization and so tend not to hold or grow their value over time. Okay, so again, it breaks it all down for you. I love the transparency of this. It just makes it easy to understand exactly what you're getting into. Now, if you decide you want to get into any of these things, I'm going to go back here. Let's go into one of the single assets. Let's say we wanted to get into this one here, this fish, okay? And I'm not recommending doing this. I'm just going to show you this. So go in, and if you scroll down, there will be a little area on the right-hand side where you'll be able to buy the token. This particular token, you buy it through the swapfish.fi swap app. Okay, it's an app. So like if we go to this, it will take us over there, and you'll be able to buy it, and you'll be able to have that. And then you connect your wallet over here, and you'll be able to basically stake your funds into this particular strategy. Okay, and then later on, if you want to withdraw, you'll be able to do that here as well. Okay, pretty simple to use. I highly suggest anything you want to get into on here, do some research on the coins first. Don't just blindly jump into these. You want to know what you're getting into. And I think that's a mistake I think a lot of people make, is they blindly just see the high APYs and they jump in. But just know what you're getting into. And I also highly recommend going through the documentation, because the documentation on Beefy, it takes like maybe 20-30 minutes to read. Okay, I read all this already. This is one thing I think many of you guys out there skip, but I think instead of just listening to someone on the internet, I highly recommend reading and learning this stuff on your own. It's good to see someone else do these things, but you also want to read about it and learn all about it. Start with the getting started, just go through, read through it. A lot of this is just easy stuff like how to set up your wallet, connecting your wallet, and those kind of things. But it's important to learn what the vaults mean, what the strategies are, the boost. You can just go through and read each one of these things. Okay, and it just takes you through, and they have these nice little infographics on here too. Like it explains more about vault yield farming and such. So go through, read the graphics, learn more about it before investing into anything. And going forward, if you guys want to see me, we'll go here. So if you guys want to see me go through maybe in a future video and jump into some of these vaults and put some cash in here, maybe I will. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to see me do some of that. I'm going to be putting some cash in here. I don't know what I'm going to invest in yet, but I'm going to go through and learn about anything I'm going to invest in. So, guys, that's it for this. I just wanted to show you this. I think Beefy Finance looks pretty solid. I like it. I like a lot of these mid-range APYs, and I like being able to see what the Beefy platform lets me know what is a safer play and what is a riskier play. I like the transparency, and I think this platform is pretty awesome. The one thing I will also say, let me move this out of the way. There's a lot of money locked up in here, so the likelihood of this just disappearing is slim. 338 million locked away right now. 610 vaults, so there's 610 different vaults that you can potentially get into here. So guys, that's it for this video. Let me know below, again, if you want to see me do some updates on this in the future. What do you think of Beefy? Are you already using this? Do you like it? Have you experienced anything good, bad? Let me know below, and I will see you guys in the next video.